Hi, Quinn. How are you?
I'm awesome and amazing. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for being here today. Everyone, we're joined by Quinn Conyers. She has over 17 years of experience with public speaking, hosting events, and running her own company. So we're so happy that you're here with us. Quinn is hosting our Wednesday workshop, so we'll make sure to put that link in the chat for you guys. Before we get started, I did just want to take a brief moment to thank our March sponsor, Lola. Lola makes high quality organic and natural ingredient period and sexual wellness products. So thank you, Lola. We'll be sure to drop that information with a special promo code in the chat as well. But welcome, Quinn. The reason we're here, I'm just going to jump right into it, ask you when you decided to become an entrepreneur, how did that journey occur for you?
I think I realized I was a speaker before I was an entrepreneur. And I think a lot of people have it the opposite, right? So I remember in college, I realized that I had a gift of gab. We had to take this class called Intro to Public Speaking as a general education requirement. And all of my classmates were completely like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, give me the microphone, right? So it was a great time. And I took Intro to Public Speaking, Advanced Public Speaking, Argument and Debate, every single class you could take around that. So I ended up becoming a speech communications major. And then I would say when I got to grad school is when I was hit by the entrepreneurial bug. I attended Howard University and they had this $4.5 million grant from the Kauffman Foundation to
Mhm.
see if entrepreneurship could be taught on a college campus. So that's when my entrepreneurial juices started to flow. But I married the entrepreneurship with literally my communication and speaking. So my business was teaching students how to be more powerful presenters, beyond just the training and development they got into the classroom. So I became a speaker first, then an entrepreneur, and then I realized along the journey and the way how to turn speaking into a business, which aligned with the entrepreneurship venture.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I feel like that's something that so many of us struggle with. Like, you know what you want to say in your head, and then when it actually comes time to speak, it's like it just doesn't come out. It gets all jumbled up. So, you felt like that course was sort of the catalyst, or were you just sort of born with a natural ability to be a confident public speaker?
Yeah, I think it was something natural. I think that like many other things, I didn't think it was anything special until after people say, oh my gosh, Quinn, you're a really good speaker. You're a compelling communicator. I'm like, oh, am I really? So it wasn't something like I was like, oh yeah, I'm great at this. It was other people affirming and confirming my gift of gab, right?
Hmm.
And to be honest with you, like when I do work with people, when I talk to them about turning conversations into cash, my market is not speakers. I really want to work with the entrepreneur, the small business owner, the startup, the founder. Because what happens is we really raise our hands to say, yes, I want to be an entrepreneur. Yes, I want to be a small business owner. Many of us are not saying, yes, I want to be a speaker too. That usually happens by accident. We
Mm.
are doing what we're doing. We're asked to be a guest speaker. We're asked to be a keynote presenter. We're asked to be on a panel. We're asked to facilitate a workshop. But many entrepreneurs do not know how to translate those skills. So it's just like, they're asking me to speak, but I don't really know what to say. Or worse, they put so much energy and effort into all things business, not realizing that what you say about your business can turn clients on or turn clients off. So the real juice of what makes me so special and unique, I work with a lot of entrepreneurs and teaching them how to use their voice in their business to earn ridiculous revenue as well as be super successful.
So that's a really important distinction that you just said. This workshop on Wednesday and your services are not just for people hosting special events. This is for any entrepreneur who wants to learn to communicate more effectively, right?
Correct. Absolutely correct.
Awesome. Well, on that note, let's get into some of the specifics of this Wednesday's workshop.
Yeah.
So, if you attend this workshop, we're going to be learning about what a verbal business card is. I'd love to hear about that.
Mhm.
How to attract and retain clients through conversation, and then why clear and concise language matters. And I love that last bullet point because that just applies to all areas of your life. Like you could even say your personal life that matters. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you just want to give us a little teaser, I mean, we don't want to give it all away. Obviously, we want everyone to attend on Wednesday, but just a little a little preview
Yeah,
maybe of.
absolutely. So, and I can't give it all away, right? But it's fine. We can talk as long as you like. So let's start with the first thing, your verbal business card. Well, here's the thing. A lot of us been lied to in business. We have been told that if you want to be successful, all you need is an elevator pitch or a business pitch.
Mhm.
And sadly, many of us are turning people off instead of turning people on when we talk about our business. So what happens is when people ask us what we do, we don't realize how powerful that question is. If you answer it wrong, you can get a customer or client. If you answer it right, you can get a customer or client. If you answer it wrong, you can literally push that client or customer into your competitor's hands. So a verbal business card, in my opinion, is a clear, concise, and compelling way to tell the world what you do with confidence. And a lot of times we are missing the mark because we are giving people our title. What do you do? Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an author. I am a therapist. I am a social media strategist. And people don't want your title, they want your transformation. So
Mm.
when you tell people what you do, it really should come into the verbal business card, which is a way that actually takes them from interested to invested in working with you after just one conversation. And sadly, many of us will put money and invest in things that are needed, like a website, a coach, right? But we avoid or we overlook the things that are necessary. And the number one question that you're going to be asked as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, is not how many clients you have. It's not how much money you're making. It is what do you do? So, in my opinion, if you want to have conversations that lead to cash, you got to be able to answer that question, what do you do, in a way that really takes people from interested to invested. And you do that not with an elevator pitch, but you do that with a verbal business card, which is like an elevator pitch that's enhanced and elevated. Think of it as an elevator pitch on steroids. That's what a
Okay.
verbal business card is. And that's what I'll be diving a little bit more into on Wednesday.
I love that. That's on steroids. That's fun.
Yeah.
What is your thought on just traditional business cards? Is that like still a standard goal that every business owner should just right away get those business cards, like the physical
Yeah,
set?
I mean, I'm still a fan of business cards, but there's so many QR codes out there. But you use your business card as a marketing strategy. So with your verbal business card, instead of saying Quinn, author, speaker, MC, I have my name on my business card. It says Quinn Conyers, and under it is a snippet of my verbal business card. So
Oh,
it says Quinn Conyers, turning conversations into cash. So now you associate what I do with my name and not associating my name with my title. So you're associating my name with my transformation, which is teaching entrepreneurs how to turn conversations into cash. So the business card is not obsolete. I just believe that you can use the business card a little bit differently, just naming speaker, author, entrepreneur, trainer. That's what most people have on their card, right?
okay.
So getting away from the title.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So I would just love to hear in your experience, COVID's obviously had a huge
Mhm.
impact on gathering and just how we network in general. And if you think, there's anything that major changes in the last 2 years that you think are sticking around in terms of, yeah, how we reach out to new business connections and like how we self promote.
Absolutely. I believe, it used to be, word of mouth was king and queen. Whatever people say about you, that mattered. And a lot of people ran businesses off of word of mouth and not had to do much marketing or promotion of what it is that they do. I believe COVID has taught us that it's not just what others say about you, it's what you say about you. So if you're
Mhm.
going live on social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, LinkedIn Live, YouTube. People always want to know what you do. So I believe that what's changed is you are now required to be the spokesperson for your business, your book, or your brand. And that wasn't always the case. It was just like, oh no, so and so said I was amazing. But now people want to hear what you do. And if they have a connection to what you do, they're going to be more willing to work with you. So before we can hide behind certain things, COVID has taught us you got to be compelling on camera. You got to be vibrant on video. You have got to speak up for your business. People are just not going to look at your business card and go to your website and buy. They're also buying into a piece of you. So if you can articulate your awesomeness, if you can verbalize your value, you'll be more valuable to that customer or client that could potentially hire you.
You said that so well. And for those of us who struggle with selling ourselves, being the best representative of ourselves, I know it's like a gradual change and something you
Mhm.
have to learn. But if there's like a one or two action steps that you would tell anyone, no matter what their job is, no matter what life position they're in, this is how you can promote your own brand in the best way? Is there like a confidence thing you say to yourself in the morning? Literally any kind of
Yeah, well,
personal
I'm going to
tips.
go through this on Wednesday, but I would tell people, if you're looking to have more confidence and really speak about your business, what you do, whether it's a product, a service, a coaching program, an online course, a book, just get real intentional and deliberate about using luxury language and not discount dialect. And on Wednesday, I'm going to explain what's luxury language and why you should be using it, and what's discount dialect and why you should leave it in 2021 with the coronavirus, right? So I'm going to break that down. But I always tell people, if you want to be more confident and more impactful, it really is about the way you speak and the words that you use to describe your business. And many of us are using weak words. We need to be using wealthy words. In my opinion, that's luxury language and discount dialect. So on Wednesday, I'll explain all about what luxury language is and why you should be using it. And I'll even give some examples on what discount dialect is and why we should not be using that language when we are being the spokesperson for our business, our book, or our brand.
Great. I can't wait to learn about all of those terms. I don't think I've ever heard those terms before. I love when our presenters bring some new methods to our platform.
Oh yeah, I'm getting luxury language actually trademarked. I'm in the process of that right now. Luxury language and verbal business card, because it's my methodology, it's my ideology, it's something that I kind of came up with. And I make up words, right? Like I want to leave a legacy with my language. So I have a way with words and certain things on how I position things. So I just wanted to kind of protect my intellectual property. So yes, if you heard luxury language or discount dialect and it wasn't from me, somebody's out there copying me, because I know I'm the originator of that.
I was gonna say, yeah, we'll know that they're stealing from you. So
Yes.
I'll call them out. So just finally, if you just wanted to give a summary of if you're X person, please come to my workshop.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah. So if you know that you have an awesome and amazing business, product, or service, but when people ask you, what do, you have a tough time explaining it, or it doesn't come out quite right, or when you do tell people, it's not the tip of the iceberg of what you really do, you definitely want to come to Turn Conversations into Cash. Because if you want someone to swipe that credit card, pay that invoice, cash app you, whatever way you take money, it all starts with a conversation. And many of us do not put a premium on when we tell people what we do. We really do not. So again, my whole thing is, if you want to have conversations that leads to cash, clients, or contracts, you definitely want to be with me on Wednesday for my presentation called Turn Conversations into Cash. I promise you that you will walk away completely different on how you look at an elevator pitch, and you will actually be convinced that I really do need a verbal business card. I'm so happy Quinn is here.
that's so great. Okay, well, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Like I said before, I don't own a business, but I know that this applies to everyone. Anyone who's looking to further their careers and just themselves in general. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Everyone, Quinn's workshop is this Wednesday, the 23rd at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're dropping that registration link in the chat. I did also want to give GNL a shout out, because this Thursday we are actually celebrating our second birthday. So I'm really proud of everyone on the GNL team, and that's going to be really fun. We're going to drop that link into the chat as well, so you can register. We will have a party favor for those who attend on Zoom, so just keep that in mind. And we've just got a great week of workshops lined up. We have a color specialist who can help you determine your specific color palette. We have Quinn coming on Wednesday. And then, like I said, on Thursday, we have our second annual birthday. So thank you so much, Quinn, for just giving us a little preview of the Wednesday workshop. I'm really excited. And I hope we all see you there.
All right. Thank
Link
you.
in the chat. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for joining. And have a great afternoon.